A donkey found by the disciples, a crowd laying their cloaks along the path, Jesus riding a small, unpretentious animal, songs ringing out in praise. These moments capture the Palm Sunday procession, acts that we re-rehearse each year. What is happening along the road to Jerusalem? What signs steer us in the right direction along this pilgrimage of faith? One path is lined with green branches, bright colored coats, adoring crowds, hosannas cried out with gusto. The Messiah has come in humility and gentleness and love. The world will be made right again. All is hopeful. Here is peace. Here is promise. Here is God. The same path, viewed from a different perspective, is lined with shadows. The sky, once sunny with blessing, grows stormy through gathering clouds. The crowds know nothing about Jesus' predicted suffering. The disciples follow his instructions, find the donkey, but are too ignorant of what they have set into motion. The religious authorities hide in the corners of the temple, ready to pounce. Jesus enters the city alone and simply looks around. Hardly the climax to the parade the crowds expected. There are two paths, same road, but two paths. One full of cheers, one lined with warnings. Imagine blinking lights along above the road. One flashes celebrate, another flashes danger. One says Hosanna, the other says risk ahead. I submit to you this morning that this uneasy balance between two ways to walk the same path summon up the life of faith. Perhaps that is why Palm Sunday holds such poignant power. This hinge point we sit on between security and sacrifice, between easy acclamations and hard truths about what humankind can do. We say, I have faith in Jesus, and sometimes that means I claim the goodness, the blessings of God's love. Or it means I believe that the coming reign of peace will one day come, that everyone is blessed who comes in the name of the Lord, that sacredness is all around us. And along the same path, faith can also mean walking into an empty city, a Jerusalem known for killing the prophets who come to speak God's name. Faith can mean letting go of cherished dreams, of self-made plans, of expectations for easy answers. Across the path becomes evil in all its insidious forms, rigidity to rules, hatred, prejudice, callous complacency to what has always been, our own willingness to give in to brutality. There is suffering along this road intermixed with the truth. Some things are worth dying for. The road to Jerusalem contains both versions, both paths, the truth of God's goodness and the truth of our high call to empty ourselves. And if we allow them to mingle together, we inch ever closer to the cross. The late, great poet Mary Oliver wrote a poem about the donkey Jesus rides this day, imagining the slight animal waiting on a post to be found, tied, waiting patiently there, ready to be put to use, willingly led away to let a stranger ride him. The poem concludes with this line: I hope he, meaning the donkey, I hope he loved the man who rode so lightly on him, as he lifted one dusty hoof and stepped, as he had to, forward. Stepped, as he had to, forward. As we step forward towards the cross, may we be led by one who leads us in love. May our self-awareness expand as we see in the disciples our own humanity. May our hearts grow bigger by the beauty of this day, the blessing of Hosanna, and may they not be scared off by the grief contained in the glory. May we step forward alongside Jesus, ever closer to his death, a cross that holds the blessings and the sacrifice together, where God will wrestle from this strange mixture, resurrection. Amen.